Greetings viewers, this is General Phoenix back in the action, and as you can see, this is a quick video of how the grand opening of War Games went, the game that features Bolt Action and Conflikt 47. First off, I want to say it was amazing. It was busier than I expected, but I got to meet a lot of amazing people, and it's short. And I loved how the community is really nice. Like, there were a lot of people from different ages, from young to old. People who've been around since Bolt Action's been here, and new people who are joining in to both Bolt Action and Conflikt 47. Now, the author of Conflikt 47 was at the store as well, and it was amazing to meet him. In fact, one of the items I got was a sheet autographed. Now, for those who are wondering what he wrote, Leon, may your rift dice surge, and then he's put his signature on there, which is it's amazing. I actually got him to sign one of my boxes because I accidentally didn't bring my volume 1 of the European story of Conflikt 47, which is unfortunate. But I had a lot going on at first thing in the morning, a lot more than expected. But it's one of them. But yeah, as you can see, I've got a picture that I printed off of the cover, and then I've got a map of Skyrim and Middle-earth. So I'm just going to leave that there, because you can also see other signatures there. I also got members of the crew as well. It was amazing to meet them. Now, as people know, my army is the British Commonwealth. So, to show you, just to give you another example, one of the sets I did get was the World War II British historically accurate pictures, so paint sets. These are acrylic paints, but you get 14 acrylics, 1 metallic, 4 washes, and 1 effect. So you get a whole list of these. Was pricey, but they were doing amazing deals there, so I've spent a fair bit. But I had a lot of money spare because I'm a psycho who saves up for the big events. But I've already bought stuff in between, so I bought my dice pouches, I bought my dice, and some other stuff that I needed along the way. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start off with the biggest boxes to there, because I have to build up on this pile that I'm doing. And then once that pile is built up, I'll then start showing something else. Because I also did a raffle at the game shops, because per purchases you were allowed raffles, and I won 2 prizes as a result. One of them I can use for the British Commonwealth, the other one I can't, but I got a good deal out of those raffles. So to start off, I've got the British Commonwealth Starter Army Set. Now, I just want to show you quick, I did get the author to sign this as well, because I didn't have my book at the time. So, like I said, so I got him to sign this first, so I had to take off the cling film to have this done. So this was done first. Then what the manager did, because he said, you know what, there was a lot of these in the back. He put these front and said, you know what, let's use them for people who don't have books or anything, like, because they had them spare. And so I was the first person in the shop to get this done, which one thing I love about the shop as well, because I have been multiple times, is the work that the employees do there. Like, they talk to you, they're well respectful, and they do a great job, like, telling you how the game works, even saying, okay, I can see what you're thinking of doing for your demos, playing these sets, but I could recommend this for you if you want to go this direction, which, again, he's not telling you to do it, but he said here's a recommendation if you were to play certain factions or anything. Now, for my next one, to show you, I've got the Automated Infantry Platoon. I didn't get this one signed, I only got the box and the letter. But to summarise, you get the Mark 1s, the Mark 2s, and you also get the Automated Director. So just to explain, so you've got your whole set of Mark 1s here, your 2 sets of Mark 2s here, and then you've got your Director here. So you get which is your officer. Then I've got a Hornet, which is your medium walker. I love the design. Believe it or not, this is what got me into Conflikt straight away, was the designs of the walkers and the designs of the armor as well for all the different factions. Because to me, that's what something like a game like this, it's got to be something that allures you. Because I am big into historical games, but I'm also big into sci-fi games. And it's one thing I liked about Fallout 4 is that retro futurism, which is where you're bringing in an older generation historical era, and bringing a futuristic approach to it, which is what Konflikt does. And I'm still waiting for Volume 2 to be released. I'm going to buy that because I've still got some little money, spare money left to spend. I do have more sets as well because I wanted to like start from big to small, and they were doing deals, so I got a good deal out of it. So first I've got my Lightwalker Guardian, as you can see. This was a good deal, and these two are fully metal. The other ones are plastic, your plastics, but I am aware that some like the Merlin and like your walkers in particular will have metallic pieces. So I will be doing an unboxing of these videos if you'd like to see that. So I will probably do that the next day after I do this video, then wait for a bit to release it. I'm still debating on that. First, I want to show the first metal piece I got the British Armoured Infantry section. Yep, section. And these are all metal. I double checked this with a friend. I also checked online. Now, you don't get instruction manuals on these, but I already know roughly how to make them because I've seen videos and the schematic, and you can also look online as well, so it's not impossible to figure these out. Another one, which I debated on getting, but I'm like, you know what? I know what my mates are up to, so I'm going to get it. The British Tesla anti-tank gun, which, again, I looked at my mates like, they're going to kill me, because I know what they're up to, and I'm like, oh, great. And he's like, no, my mate came over to the shop, and he was like, oh, you just had to get it, didn't you? Now I have to get this. I'm like, yeah. Then I've got the painters as well, so I'm just building up my pile here. Now, as I said on the raffle, because I'll do it now quick, I did get 2 boxes. Now, first I'll show you the one I could use for other things. Might use for display, I might use it for mock-ups, I might even sell it, who knows, because again, I got this basically for free. I'd like to show the raffle number. I got my Soviet Army Infantry Platoon, and this is fielded by the Soviet Union, and it's for all the errors, so I can use this if I wanted to build a Soviet army for Konflikt 47 for that. And you basically get, just to show you quickly, it's the line that's doing that, you get the full infantry squad. So you get snipers, you get assault rifles and everything, and Tommy gun, actually. And I do like those designs. This is the one that I'm glad I won, because if I'm reading right, I can use this for British Commonwealth, which means I could basically just build way more art. I could build multiple armies, even more than I originally planned. The US Army Bolt Action Starter Army. So for those who are wondering what the heck I get with this, I basically get what it shows right here. I get a tank, I get an assault vehicle, I get a whole faction of units, including mortars and mortars, riflemen, bazooka. Also, literally, you get a whole range of stuff. The fact you get mortars with that, and also the cannons as well, it's a huge win. Like, I'm gonna double check how much these cost. I already know what this would have cost. This would have cost 37 quid. This one doesn't have the rating, does it? No, it doesn't. Doesn't have the number on it. So I'll just put down a quick edit here. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy with this set. I'm really happy with what I bought. I've spent a fair bit of money, but because of the deals you got on the grand opening, you saved yourself a lot more money on the long road. And I already am gonna look at going back to the shop. I already know that I need to just get one more thing, and that's it. And I've already got, as you can tell from the shot that I did, I've got B for Berta, and I've got the Merlin as well. So what I'm going to do is, up for a next video, I'm going to do an unbox of some of these sets at a time. So I'm going to do that in different videos. So I'll do all my walkers on one, then I'll do infantry on the other. So I'm still conflicting on what to do for the starter army, whether I do that one with the Tesla anti-tank gun, or I just do the tank as a separate one. Again, I'll know once I've progressed further in to like the final ideas for the videos. But please leave comments below. Let me know what you thought, because the input you put on this would really be grateful. And I'd also like to see more people getting into this game, because honestly, I prefer it so much more than Warhammer. Because I think what differs this from Warhammer, other than the story, which is amazing so far, what I've got into, because I've read all of Volume 1, and as well as the concept of bringing in that structure, I found the gameplay to be fairly easier, because you've not got one person in one turn just slaughtering all your enemies. It is literally you have to build up stuff and then start making your move on your enemy. And it's not turn on turn, so it could be any person. It could be, you could get 3 turns and your opponent gets 1, and then you get the last your other 3 turns. But one advantage that the Commonwealth have in particular, I can basically start the game on my turn if I want to, which is actually pretty good. And Bertie lets me basically maneuver around stuff to just shoot at you. So let's say you wanted to go at me with your infantry against my walker that's now down. Guess what? Bertie shows up right on the side with a big, well, more like this, and it's taking them down if I get all those hits. But again, though, there's ways around British Commonwealth. They're not unbeatable. So many different factions do so many different things. Not just the units, but the rift abilities they have. Axis, get rid of all the hit points, is a big win for some units, because those those rolls, if you need to able to move them, but you keep getting too high of a roll, can actually set you back in the game. So again, let me know what you think. Please leave comments down below. And until then, this is General Phoenix, signing off.